All right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. Did you see how I just messed up? I just showed you what the word was already, so let's just go to it. It's Friday morning, and we're looking forward to a great weekend, and today our word is discernment. And what a great word that is, right? So let's read the description. Discernment is accessing the wisdom of our intuition to discover what is essential and true. Detaching from our desire to rush decisions, we seek to distinguish the true from the false, the facts from our assumptions, and then choose the best path. Reflecting in silence creates space for our deepest perceptions. With contemplative vigilance, we open ourselves to clarity. We listen deeply for the true questions, trusting that the answer will unfold and reveal itself when the time is right. We become alert to the messages that come in subtle and surprising ways. We hold decisions lightly until the truth emerges. Discernment empowers us to be guided by grace. So I so appreciate this word, and the reason is because I've learned more and more as I've studied more and more and learned from other people that we must listen to the guidance system that we have within ourselves. And when we do, when we sit and reflect, when we meditate, when we take the time to contemplate not just the problems but and the challenges, but to contemplate who we are as an individual and who we want to be, who we really are, which really goes to that question or that understanding that we have all of the virtues inside of us already, and that's who we really are. That's the person that we truly are. And we sometimes get so hung up or so involved or so influenced, I think is probably a better word, by everything around us, and we begin to focus on the problems, we focus on the challenges, we focus on the things that we are annoying. And the more we focus on those things, the more those things come to us, because that's what we're attracting into our life. But discernment is really about taking the time for looking deep into ourselves, and we can only do that when we quiet our mind. And when we quiet our mind, we can really see who it is that we want to be. And it's not that we're even thinking about it, we're just allowing space for that to take place. And so with contemplation and with reflection, with meditation, we are opening ourselves to that first C in the four C's, and that's clarity. Clarity about who we are and who we want to be, and even clarity about what we don't want, because what we don't want is just the opposite of what we do want, right? But recognizing those things, and then discernment also is about allowing the answers, for us to hear the answers, right? To hear the messages that are coming from the universe, from within ourselves, and for being the person that we truly are. That's why this word has taken on a whole new meaning for me, and it's one that I've experienced the results of being willing to meditate and being willing to contemplate not the problems, but who I want to be, and how I can demonstrate the qualities and call on the virtues that are already inside of me. And when I do that, and when I do it effectively, what I found is that I see people I see others in a different light. I attract to me the things that I really want. And I'm not talking just about material things, I'm talking about the personalities that I want to be around. And people treat me different. So is it really them treating me different, or is it me being different? I think it's me being different, right? So I've just come to grown to just love this concept of discernment. So as a parent, we want our children to be discerning in the choices that they make, but we also have to help them develop the ability to to be alert to who they are. And as a parent, we have to be aware of who they are. And instead of always telling them what to do, asking them and drawing it out of them so that the changes that they make and the choices that they make are intrinsic. They're not forces from the outside forcing them to do something, or guilting them into doing something, or shaming them into doing something, but really helping them to discern who they are as an individual, and recognizing and acknowledging the virtues that are within them and bringing them out. And that's really our goal, is for our children to be true to themselves and for them to recognize the virtues that are needed. So how do we do that? Well, they have to first have the knowledge of the virtues, right? And that's something that we can very easily do. And we train in the virtue as a facilitator for the Virtues Project. We can train on that. But it's a very simple thing of what virtues are most important to us, and how do we call on those virtues when we need them, and being aware when we're not being true to ourselves by the way that we feel. So those are all things that require discernment, and they're the ways that we help our children to learn to be discerning. And it begins with clarity about the virtues. That's just where it begins, and the recognition that they are already inside us and inside everyone around us. So that's my thoughts today about this beautiful, beautiful word, and I hope that that it's brought maybe a different kind of way of thinking about discernment to you, and that maybe it's just a way for us to access the wisdom that we already have. We have it inside of us. We just need to access it, and that's what discernment is about. So thank you for being here, and until next time, which will be Monday morning live, and of course on Saturday and Sunday we'll put up a virtue for each day on Facebook. But in the meantime, keep practicing the virtues, and especially discernment, and the 4 C's of successful families: clarity, communication, consistency, and community. All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. See you next time. Bye.